I was just told by the federal police officer, there are certain areas you cannot record. Basically, my boss gave you a warning that to make sure you don't record on the restricted areas.
You filming by chance? Is there any reason why you're filming? Can I ask?
Who are you, sir? I'm sorry.
Yeah. So my name's Curtis. I'm the security manager here.
You were looking in the patrol car.
I was just looking inside the patrol vehicle, that's right.
What were you doing that for?
Oh, I'm just conducting an investigation here.
For who? You sure?
Yes, sir. How are you? Nice to meet you. Guys, Long Island Audit here, back again with another video. Today, we're at the United States Department of Homeland Security in Tukwila, Washington. We're here today, as always, to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas, to promote transparency and accountability within our government, and to ensure that our public servants recognize our rights and treat us with respect. Let's get into it. Hey, how are you? Good. Is this building open to the public? It is? Okay. Is there any reason why I couldn't record in the building?
No, just in public areas you can.
Okay. Not in like the private areas, of course. Okay. Hey, how are you? I feel like the Department of Homeland Security not violating my First Amendment rights and allowing me to record in the publicly accessible areas. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little shocked. But you heard the security guard, he went through the metal detector, and
the video opens with immediate tension. No build-up, no warning. Just a direct statement that sets the tone for everything that follows. A security figure mentions restricted areas and warns about recording, instantly creating a sense of unease. It's subtle but powerful. Something has already caught attention. And now the question is, why? Before the viewer can fully process it, the dynamic shifts. The auditor doesn't retreat or hesitate. Instead, he calmly flips the interaction by asking, "Who are you?" It's a small moment, but it carries weight. This isn't just someone being questioned. This is someone who understands the power of questioning back. Then comes the reveal. The setting is introduced, the Department of Homeland Security. And just like that, the stakes rise dramatically. This isn't a random public building. This is a federal environment where authority, control, and security expectations are significantly higher. That contrast between a citizen recording and a government institution being recorded becomes the core tension of the entire video. As the auditor enters, something unexpected happens. Instead of immediate confrontation, he's told that recording is allowed, but only in public areas. For a moment, the tension dips. It feels like this might be one of those rare audits that go smoothly. But that calm doesn't eliminate the suspense. It sharpens it. Because now the viewer is left anticipating the shift. In these situations, calm is often temporary. The auditor himself seems aware of it, moving with caution, almost expecting something to change. And that's what makes this opening so effective. It doesn't rely on chaos. It builds curiosity. It plants the idea that something is coming. Even if it hasn't happened yet. The scene is set. The rules are established. And now, all eyes are on what happens next.
And we are going to be recording in the publicly accessible areas. Hopefully we don't run into any issues. All right, so we are on the second floor here. Let's take a look around. These are some big waiting rooms. There goes our friendly reminder that the government is always recording us, even though it always seems to be an issue when we the people record our government. Let's hope that's not the case here. A lot of the times I notice that when there's no recording, they have like QR codes and everything, which is interesting.
As the auditor moves deeper into the building, the tone becomes quieter, but the tension becomes sharper. There's no confrontation yet, but every movement feels deliberate, every observation purposeful. This is where the psychological layer of the audit begins to take shape. He points out surveillance cameras, and that moment isn't accidental. It highlights a silent contradiction. The government records constantly, yet reacts when citizens do the same. It's not said aggressively, but the message is clear. Then comes the shift. The environment begins to react to his presence. You can feel it in the pacing. The casual exploration slowly transforms into something more focused, more watched. The auditor is no longer just observing. He's being observed. And that's where the tension lives. Because in public audits like this, the moment attention turns toward the camera, everything changes. It's no longer about what's being filmed. It's about how people respond to being filmed. The atmosphere tightens. There's no raised voice, no confrontation, but that's exactly what makes it effective. This is controlled suspense, the kind that builds slowly and keeps viewers locked in. Each step feels like it's leading somewhere. And by now, one thing becomes clear. Someone is going to step in.
Beyond this point, so I guess where we are is good, right? The First Amendment, I mean, how would you record beyond that sign there? It's protected by key card access only. So, in 5 years, I've been auditing government facilities. I've never been inside the Department of Homeland Security before. I guess this is the immigration building here.
The moment arrives, and it arrives with precision. The security manager steps in, calm but clearly attentive. His approach isn't aggressive, but it carries authority. He's not there to escalate, he's there to understand. But even that alone shifts the dynamic completely. Now, it's no longer observation, it's interaction. The auditor responds smoothly, identifying himself as an independent journalist. No hesitation, no defensiveness, just a controlled explanation. It's a calculated move that keeps the situation grounded. What follows is a balanced exchange. The security manager outlines concerns, restricted areas, personal information, privacy. These aren't unreasonable points. And instead of pushing back aggressively, the auditor acknowledges them. That's what makes this moment unique. It's not confrontation. It's controlled tension. Both sides hold their ground, but neither crosses the line. And that restraint creates a different kind of suspense. One built on anticipation rather than conflict. Because beneath the calm conversation is a deeper question. Who sets the limits here? Authority or rights? The interaction ends without escalation, but it leaves something behind. The realization that the situation can change at any moment.
Independence leading the way. So it looks like somebody was called here. The store here, the store here, possibly this one or this one.
843?
And this one. Apparently where they're calling people for interviews.
You filming by chance?
Hey.
You know any reason why you're filming? Can I ask?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Who are you, sir?
Just when things seem settled, the tension resurfaces, and this time, it spreads. Another staff member approaches with a similar message, a reminder about restricted areas. On the surface, it's nothing new, but the repetition changes everything, because now it's clear. Multiple people are paying attention. The auditor remains calm, referencing his earlier conversation with the security director. This is a key moment. Instead of reacting emotionally, he relies on facts. That composure shifts the balance of the interaction. There's no argument, but there is pressure. And that pressure is what drives the suspense forward. The staff member delivers the warning. The auditor acknowledges it. And once again, the situation de-escalates. But something has changed. The awareness inside the building has grown. And in audit scenarios, increased awareness often leads to bigger reactions. Even though nothing dramatic happens, the tension doesn't disappear, it lingers. Because now, it's not just one interaction, it's a pattern.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So my name's Curtis. I'm the security manager here.
Oh, okay,
I just heard
Curtis.
somebody was filming, and so I just wanted to stop by and just see what's going on.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Curtis. My name is Sean. I'm
Yeah.
an independent journalist. I already spoke to security, and I told them I was recording. They knew that,
you're fine.
They knew
Yeah.
I was recording.
Yeah, as long as if you can just, we have some signs posted.
Beyond the point, right? Yeah,
Right,
I got you.
The scene shifts, and with it, the entire energy changes. Now outside at City Hall, the focus turns to police vehicles. What begins as simple observation quickly becomes something more intriguing. The auditor looks inside a patrol car, a move that immediately draws attention. And just like that, someone steps in. The questioning begins. Why are you looking inside? What are you doing? The tone is calm but cautious. And then comes the response that changes everything. I'm conducting an investigation. It's a simple line, but it carries weight. It introduces uncertainty, flips the dynamic, and adds a layer of mystery to the situation. Now, the observer feels like the one being evaluated. The interaction remains controlled, but the tension is undeniable. Because when it comes to law enforcement, even small moments can escalate quickly, and that possibility hangs in the air.
They talk about personal business, all their personal identifying information over there.
Right, yeah, I don't want to
This
go
is
into
fine.
restricted areas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
man.
is fine. Here's fine. Where you came in is fine. I'm just checking to see if you were like meeting somebody.
No. I'm just an independent journalist. I'm working on a story on the Department of Homeland Security. That's
Okay.
it.
Yeah, you're
and I'm
good.
just in the, again, I know how to read, so I won't go past any to restricted areas, okay?
No problem. Just checking in.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you
Appreciate
very
it, Curtis. Thanks. Appreciate it. So we spoke to Curtis. Let's take a look around the facility some more and celebrate citizenship, celebrate America. Love it. I have to say, this Department of Homeland Security here in Washington has not had any issues with me recording. The security officer had no issue. The director of security. Again, I have no problem people coming up to me and asking me questions. Chinese immigrant, immigration documents. Wow, you can barely read those. That's insane. I love history. I'm a big believer. If you do not learn from history, you are doomed to repeat it. Department of Justice, Immigration, Naturalization Service. So I guess this is the Chinese section. A brief history of the Chinese Exclusion Acts. Very interesting. And again, this is just the security checkpoint that we went through already.
Hey, sir.
Hey.
Can I just speak to you real quick?
Yeah.
Hey, sir. So I was just told by the federal police officer that we just wanted you to know that there are certain areas you cannot record.
I just spoke with like the director of security upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah. I just spoke to him. It's Curtis, right?
I'm not sure who the director is, but I'm not in charge of him.
Okay. Yeah, I spoke to the director upstairs. His name's Curtis, and he told me that there's signage posted to where I can't go, the restricted areas, and then I'm good in all the publicly accessible areas.
Okay, yeah. I just want to let you, because I was just told to by FPS, particularly my boss, is to let you know, give you a warning that just make sure you don't record on the obviously those restricted areas.
Yeah. No, there's signage. You guys got all the signage posted where the restricted areas are, so I wouldn't go past that. Yeah.
Okay.
I know how to read.
Okay, sounds good.
I appreciate that, Lee. Thanks. All right, so as I was saying before, you know what's interesting is that these are private. We have Allied Universal. I didn't notice that. So the Department of Homeland Security uses Allied Universal as well as, what does this individual work for? Allied Universal. Kerberos International Security. And this is the check-in desk for the Homeland Security. Again, you go through this metal detector here. This is the first check-in desk over here. Upstairs is where you wait for your interview. Pretty much gotten everything so far. So this one is U.S. Canadian International Banquet. District Commissioner. You know I have to pay everybody, not just me, but you have to pay $9 to park here for public parking. Insane. There is no public parking other than you have to pay the $9. Century Grand Studio outfit, number 7. Sorry, I'm reading stuff you guys can't read. United States Immigration Station, an assay office, built 1930. Some camera equipment, old school. Obviously a restricted area over here. We've been upstairs where we spoke to the director. Let's see, let's take a look outside. I mean, they had no problem with recording inside. Let's see if they have a problem with us recording outside. I doubt it. But, I mean, what's fair is fair. But we gotta check it out. Have a good day, man. Take care. Hey, what's up guys? Long Island Audit here, back again with another video. Today we're at the SeaTac City Hall here in the state of Washington. We are here today as always to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas to promote transparency and accountability within our government to ensure that our public servants recognize our rights and treat us with respect. Let's get into it. All right, so in the back of the City Hall we have some patrol vehicles here. SeaTac patrol vehicle. This one is running, if you can hear that. Always have it running. You know, I gotta drink out of paper straws, but they can leave their vehicle running all day long. I mean, it doesn't really make any sense. Excuse me?
I was just asking if I can help you with something.
No.
Patrol cars.
I can't hear you.
I said you were looking in the patrol cars.
Yeah, I was.
If I can help you with something.
No, I was. I'm just looking inside. I'm conducting an investigation.
What's that?
I was just looking inside the patrol vehicle, that's right. I was just...
What were you doing that for?
Oh, I'm just conducting an investigation here.
For who?
I can't divulge right now. I appreciate that though.
Just to let you know our cameras are on.
So there goes the two vehicles that were left on here. It's interesting.
Excuse me.
Yeah, no problem. All right, let's go inside. How you doing, sir?
No, the court's not open.
I'm sorry?
There's no court.
Yeah, I'm not going to court.
Okay.
I was just taking a look around, that's it. There goes our friendly reminder that the government is always recording us, even though it always seems to be an issue when we, the people, record our government. Hey, how are you?
Are you Sean?
Yes, sir. How are you? Nice to meet you. Yeah. Oh, cool. Sounds good, man.
Awesome, man. This is going on? Is it gonna go up?
Well, yeah. I mean, all my videos go up, yeah.
Awesome.
Take care.
man.
Man.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too, man. Running everybody. So we have some photos here. City of SeaTac, City Council. Hey, man. Question for you. If I wanted to do like a public records request, do you have like forms?
Oh, we actually have a QR code here.
Oh, yeah?
So we take public records requests by phone, by QR, and on our website.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Can I
Hey.
help you?
No, where do you work? What department do you work for? What department?
I'm in the permit center.
Permit? No, thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, is there a different department you're needing
No,
to talk to
not in
somebody?
particular, no.
Oh, okay, well, just let us know if you
I
need any
appreciate
help.
that. Thank you so much. Thank you. What's on the second floor?
We have a couple of city contractors, or sorry, not city contractors, but we rent out some office spaces to some other companies. I'm not exactly sure what they are. And then we have some, like our legal team and Parks Department. down
Okay, cool. Thanks, man.
there. Yeah, man. Did you come last year too?
No, I wasn't here last year, no. I've never been to Washington before.
Okay. I think it's awesome that you're. I love the stuff that you do. I think
Yeah, man, thanks. I appreciate that. Cool.
you walked out the elevator and I was like, pretty sure, dude.
Yeah, my first time here, so I wanted to take a look around.
No,
I like the state.
Is it only here that you're doing Washington?
Everywhere. Everywhere in Washington, maybe even
I've
Maine
been very
too.
curious about.
Yeah, Maine too.
Yeah. So that'll be
Well,
cool.
you'll see.
So, man, again, nice to meet you.
All right, nice meeting you too, man. All right, fellow patriots, so we are going to be getting out of here. Definitely a very pleasant audit. Not too many times I see that. Usually public servants and law enforcement are not the nicest people, but sometimes they are. And this one proves that. I mean, we just had that one little hiccup where, he was just asking me why am I looking into police vehicles, and I told him I was conducting my investigation. It was weird. As soon as I spoke about them leaving their cars on, they came out and turned off their cars and just went right back in. So I don't know if they can have microphones over here or anything, but that was weird. But they didn't like that I was looking in the car. But again, they look in our cars. Some people say, Sean, why do you need to look into police vehicles? Of course they're going to think you're suspicious. Why do they need to look into my vehicle and your vehicle? Conduct an investigation. What if I were to see some illegal substance or anything like that in the vehicle? You never know. Cops are corrupt. Some of them are, or else they wouldn't be going to jail. But inside we met a supporter. That was cool. You know, we got our public records information. We also got our public records information where we could submit a open records request. I mean, overall, Washington and the Seattle area here, specifically this is SeaTac, but this area here seems to be doing really well. I keep running into people that know me, so I don't know if that plays a factor into it. I might need to retire and let someone else take over the reins for the Long Island Audit channel. I don't know, because everybody who sees me seems to be recognizing me, and then it doesn't get the same effect. I want to know, the whole purpose of an audit is to exercise my rights, ask questions, do some public records requests, and see how the government, police officers, public servants, secretaries, clerks, the mayor, and see how they treat me. So might have to look for a protege or something. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but shout out to the supporter inside. He was really cool. Shout out to the cops who didn't arrest me today. That's always good. But let me know what you think about this one in the comment section below. As always, stay safe. God.
The final segment brings an unexpected shift, not toward conflict, but toward resolution. Inside City Hall, the tone becomes noticeably calmer. Staff members are polite, cooperative, even helpful. Questions are answered, information is shared, and for the first time, the environment feels relaxed. That contrast is striking. After multiple moments of tension, the calm feels almost unusual. Even the earlier police interaction remains neutral. No escalation, no authority overreach, just presence and observation. And that in itself becomes the story. Because in audit videos, conflict is often expected. But here, restraint takes center stage. As the video closes, the auditor reflects on the experience. He acknowledges the calm, even questioning whether recognition played a role. It's a rare moment of insight, because this wasn't just about confrontation. It was about outcome. And the outcome was unexpected. A peaceful audit, but one that still revealed everything it needed to. Sometimes the strongest message isn't in what happens, but in what doesn't.